What is up? What is up, everybody? This is Rick the Mike, and this is another The Wrestling Babble podcast by Wrestling Inc. I am Rick the Mike. I'm joined by my tag partner, Louis Beans.
What is up? What is up?
And we got more wrestling reviews. We have SummerSlam 2025, the first two-night event of SummerSlam.
Ooh.
I don't mind it being that two-night event, but space your pay-per-views out, and then the two-night event would be more exciting, I guess. I feel like we just got barraged with fucking pay-per-views. And that's just from everyone, not just WWE, but mostly WWE, because most of their pay-per-views were every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Get no breather.
Cut it out.
Yeah.
Thank
But we have night one that was Saturday night. We'll probably go straight into that. First match of Saturday night was Saturday afternoon because it started like 6 o'clock. One thing I'll give it credit, it ended by 10. I love that. Beyond that, like there was a lot of hit and miss with this pay per view. A lot of things I wanted more time with that didn't get the time, and a lot of things that got more time with that didn't get the time. So it's a back and forth. Our first match we kick off with Roman Reigns and Jey Uso versus Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed.
I think it was a 3.75.
Okay.
That's what I gave it up front. I thought it was a standard match. It didn't have too many things that made me go, oh damn, this is a pay per view.
Yeah.
I mean, well, you know what? The funniest thing was, and I hope this stays a part of Jay's character, is him beating your ass and then doing his intro after a little bit of a beatdown because it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like that part of the match had me dying.
I will say this. Do me a favor. Stop having Jey Uso start in like 3 flights of fucking stairs high. Because by the time he gets to the ring, he's fucking blown down.
This is true.
Tired. Yo, give him like the first step. Shit. You're having like 2 stories up. That's like a stadium steps. Them shits are scary too. So not only is he fucking running down, but he has to watch it and he don't bust his ass too. Like, chill out with that. Like, one layer. You don't have to go like all high, cause that shit, like he's blown out by the time he gets to the ring.
I think the joke was that he had enough time to catch his breath because Roman's entrance was so long.
Yeah, that's true. Well, as long as you have Roman coming out after him, then I guess he can rest. um, yeah, I thought the match. I thought it could have had more. I don't know. Like there was something missing about this match. Because I understand the storyline they were trying to tell with Paul Heyman and Roman Reigns coming back for revenge. He tagged with Jey Uso because he had beef as well. So, and the right hand man back with Roman makes sense. But like it just felt like something that could have been done off on Raw. But it's Roman Reigns, so you're gonna save it for a pay per view.
I think what was missing is just the small pieces of the story that don't make sense.
Yeah.
Because Roman still never apologized to Jay.
Yeah.
As far as I know, he never said I'm sorry.
And he's not.
And that's why I said you can't trust him.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't team with him. So there's just little things like that where it's like I still wouldn't trust him.
Yeah. I'm at 375. There were some spots that were cool. There's some that was just ugly and made no sense. Shout out to Bronson Reed coming out with the sneakers at least.
Yeah, that's true.
At least he kept that to the story.
I think Braun Breaker was like the MVP of the match.
Yeah.
He did really good. He did innovative things. He did the Steiner Bulldog, which came off good. He was jumping all over the place, like Mega Man. So I'm like, all right.
Roman almost killing himself.
Yeah, underestimating how far he flew.
Went way over.
He put the springs in the boots today.
Yeah, man.
On Saturday.
But yeah, the match was it was okay. It was I was keep 375. It wasn't like I expected a bit more from them, and again, a bit more storytelling in the ring. Um, Bronson Reed and Baron Baker won, right?
No,
Yeah, they won.
no, Jay won.
Oh, Jay won. Okay, I thought they won.
He beat Bronson.
So I'm wrong with that.
Right, the end of the story was Roman sacrificed himself.
Oh yeah. Okay. I had sworn they won. But all right, Roman and Jay win, and then they started eating again.
Still didn't say sorry. So
He ain't gonna say sorry. He's like, I teamed with you. That's the apology. There's not gonna be words. He automatically just thinks you understand.
that's not how it works. Sorry, big dog.
The next match we got is the Women's Tag Team Championship. We have Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss versus Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez.
I think the match was. I mean, I could give it the same as the last one, 3.75, and I say this because I thought nothing was wrong with it. I just don't think it ever reached like any heights. But again, I was biased because I wasn't really into this one in the first place.
Okay.
Like, I will just point out how forced the whole Charlotte thing seems.
Yeah.
And it seems like they. So now we're having this. Can they coexist thing with them, but they're not really doing it because they actually like each other. They just playing around. But I didn't think that this is like a giant character change for Charlotte. It's just like, yeah, people like her when she's not being forced into the main thing every time. It's not that she's. They went on this whole crusade about trying to get to know her and her struggles and all this stuff. And it's like, yeah, but that was literally for like 2 weeks of you trying to shoehorn her. So basically, your plan backfired and then you tried to turn it into something else.
Yeah.
So me sitting here not hating Charlotte Flair, it's just like, what are you guys doing? It's just stop shoehorning her. That's it. That's
Yeah.
literally the whole Charlotte problem. Stop shoehorning the woman. So none of this story is. It doesn't. It's not sticking to me.
Mm.
It's not doing
I
anything.
I actually like the little promos and stuff like that. They enjoy. Like I was enjoying the little not a friend and their little antics against each other and stuff like that. The match itself was actually pretty solid. Like I'll give points for the match. Like I was actually interested in the match more than I was interested in the build of the storyline, because I thought it was also kind of rushed into the 2 weeks that we had to between the pay per view. And again, I agree with the whole thing with Charlotte, but that's the way y'all decide to book her. Y'all don't give her a natural way of wanting to be a champion and things like that. Y'all just force her to it, and that's what kind of goes you go the opposite way sometimes when they feel like you're being forced to have her in the title shot, have her in the title picture, and all that stuff. Um,
Yeah, I agree. But also, the number one thing is, um, she could just be like this all the time. Like she seems like she's happy to be at work. Why
yeah,
can't she always be happy to be at work? It doesn't matter if she's a good or bad.
yeah.
It just seems, oh, she's not acting like an asshole to
One
the max,
one
unnatural. You know what I mean?
Yeah, one thing I give credit to, and slightly with their storyline, is that they did go back to the past when they first rivaled with each other, with the
Hmm.
Alexa playground and stuff, and and then they showcased that promo during the 2 weeks they were building this up. Like I actually like, I gave credit with that because it gives you history of them going kind of back and forth, but Alexa kind of opening up a friendship with her, and then was trying to be a friend back then as well, and then them two actually having a rivalry and stuff like that. So I actually like the fact that they went to the past with it and actually kept going. I do like their personalities at least together because they kind of feed off of each other, which I'm digging, and I'm hoping that we get more of. I would love to see them visit NXT. I would love to
Yeah,
see
why
them
not?
actually. I would love to see them like work with some of the newer girls. I would love to see them work with some of the other people down on the rosters too, because I feel like they could actually get them to promo more. Because again, the hardest thing that the biggest thing Yacht started doing with Alexa Bliss is not letting her promo. One of her strongest attributes. This is the same thing with Selena Vega. Strongest attributes that they have is a promo, and that's the one thing you're not giving them time for.
True. I can
So,
agree with that.
I hope it turns around for them too, and actually they develop more chemistry. And I also enjoy them. Like I like their styles together, and I think if you give them time, give them promo time, and you actually let them tell us a story and actually get us behind them, I think I would like this a lot more. But the way it was kind of forced into it, the only thing I give credit is the fact that they showed the past. Beyond that, like again, and then that's Michael Cole talking about it and things like that, and not and pinpointing things instead of it actually knowing and us knowing everything that's going on. But again, I give the tag team a chance. I'm gonna give it like that. I didn't like the match. I thought the match was better than the first match because I actually felt like they both were had pretty solid chemistry, and I enjoyed it. So I'll give a 4 with the match. Sami Zayn versus Karrion Cross.
And this is the match that made me stop watching the show night one, and I had to finish it the next day. I was done. Super Sammy does it again and beats Cross. This was a regular Monday Night Raw match. This was nothing special,
Yeah,
and it never reached a height where it's like, damn, they going back and forth, and Cross is showing me something he's never shown me before. No, this was a regular Monday Night Raw match for
yeah.
me, and I can't give it higher than a 3.5.
I'm gonna go 3. Like again,
Yeah, I would agree with you because I think the story they told was garbage because they they pretended to go through this whole crusade of acknowledging how much the fans are behind Cross, right? And almost showing like, man, this guy could be powerful and sinister, and Scarlett is a threat. And then when you watch this match, literally nothing affects Sammy.
yeah.
So if this is the story you're telling me, then you're basically saying Cross is just a bully that just needs to get kicked in the face once. That's pretty much it. And Scarlett can't do anything because, as we see, she tried to tempt him, nothing. The pipe, nothing. So they are ineffective, is what you have shown me. You wasted my time.
Yeah, like this is another
You
one
wasted
that
my time.
yeah, I might have to agree with that too because honestly, like you're building this whole thing of Sammy being the real bad guy. I think and this is something I just saying out the box and not just saying it just from what they head. I have a feeling they wanted the crowd to change, and the crowd did not. The crowd didn't boo Sammy, even when she offered him the lead pipe, they were cheering for it. So like I feel like they didn't get the reaction they wanted. I felt like if it was more louder for Karrion Cross and they started booing Sammy because Karrion Cross was like when they go boo like we heard it later on in Punk and Cody. Like you hear the cheers and the boos, the cheers and the boos. We didn't get that at all for Cross and Sammy, and I also say that again, a lot of the spots that you showcased, as in Scarlett handing him the lead pipe, and her not doing nothing with it, like he denied it, but you didn't attack him, you didn't hit him in the ankle or something, try to grab his fucking leg. So, like, there's a lot of shit that a heel manager should fucking be doing, and you're not showcasing it. Like again, we have histories of fucking heel managers. Sensational Savory is probably one of her ones that she loves, and takes some tips from her, and actually like distract and have the heel fucking go about it, but this is another one. Again, this is rated on a pay-per-view card when you could easily put Zelina and Julia. That U.S. title match was fucking fantastic on SmackDown. That could have been on pay-per-view.
That is true. The other thing is just that they, again, if you're talking about what they've done in the past, Scarlett has been effective in the past.
Yeah,
Cross has been effective in the past. Like they were monsters in NXT. Again, it's just they're not translating it over into the actions on the show when it matters.
you know what also bothers me is the things the effect that Karrion Cross did with other people, and none of them have ever like came in or interfered or anything like that.
True,
Like
true.
he affected the New Day, he affected AJ Styles. None of them had crossed again. Like New Day would have made sense if they all came and helped Karrion Cross.
Hmm.
Like that makes sense because of the storyline they told. So I would if they would have came out and fucking distracted and fucked Sami Zayn over and had Karrion Cross win and they look at the cahoots. They don't have to be a group together, but they acknowledge each other because he was telling the truth. I would have accepted that more. But the fact that you did nothing and just have Sami win, and I love Sami, but this is a match that he didn't really need.
It's just it doesn't seem like they understand the point of the storyline
Yeah,
of their own storyline.
yeah,
Because again, so when you talk about the reaction, the crowd was doing. They were cheering both people. They
yeah,
weren't booing Cross because Cross was the bad guy. They weren't booing him.
yeah,
So that's already right there shows you you've got something with Cross, whether he's good or bad, he's working
yeah,
because the fans are behind him. And it's just like, so what the story he's been trying to build the entire time is resonating with the fans. It's
yeah,
just, well, Super Sammy don't care.
yeah.
So,
I'm gonna stick with three.
yeah,
Cause
I, I
I give
agree.
credit for the athleticism in the ring. That the match itself was solid. It's just again the lack of story and or the story just not hitting at all with the match made me not care for it. It made you turn it off. So.
Yeah. Boo, boo. No, thank you.
I was next match. I was actually very disappointed with it. WWE Women's Championship match: Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill.
This one I thought was all right. Like, I didn't quite understand, personally, I didn't quite understand why Jay didn't win. Because I think, as far as I'm concerned, Tiffy has that for now. She's beat everybody she's needed to. Has gone as far as she's gone, and I think this was probably like the logical next step because then you would have had Jade, and then you would have had Naomi, and then that could have been a bigger story to develop in.
Yeah,
Because again, I think one of the most like high profile and effective things going on is Naomi being champ right now,
yeah,
and the whole path she took here, which includes screwing Jade over or trying to. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So I think that's my main disappointment. As for the match itself, it was okay. It wasn't like a barn burner, but I don't think it was bad. It was just it was good. So again, 3.75.
I'm at a 3.25. It's their first match, so I'm gonna give it in a credit as it's their first time touching. So I'm gonna give it in that credit. They still get, I guess if they wrestle each other again, I think they'll have a bit more chemistry and more timing better with it. I will say that Naomi's petty enough. I think she should have interfered the match and cost her the match
Okay,
because you're not gonna have Jade win the title and then they both have championships because then they're not. I don't think they're gonna try to unify the titles anytime soon. So they're not gonna even touch. They're pretty much just gonna be a target for Bianca when she returns. So I will say you should have had Naomi interfere because she's a petty ass person and wanted her to fuck lose again, and I would be fine with that because it made sense for the story. Like you had Naomi fucking with her. So like her costing her the match wouldn't have been outside the box. The only thing would have happened though is what would have happened in the triple threat match because if Jay would have to then retaliate or she'll retaliate on Monday and like she pretty much takes her out for the fucking day.
makes sense.
Yeah. That's my only thing. Like I felt like you could have made a better storyline for Tiffany winning, and you could also make a better one. The fact that you have her as a tweener, she's not fully babyface, she's not fully heel, but she does a lot of heelish things. Establish her. So you should have Tiffany Stratton be happy for the help and fucking take it and stride with it. So then she gets booed or she gets cheered or whatever, but you have her focus on one of those sides. But again, Naomi's there for a storyline. You could easily had her cost Jade. There's pettiness there. This is one thing I learned with WWE. There's a lot of pettiness.
This is true. This is
Look
true.
at the main event on Saturday for all fucking pettiness. So yeah, I'm gonna stick with 325. I think the match was a little like it was a little off. This is the first time they're wrestling, so that's why I give it credit for it, and I give it more higher than what I normally would give it. So, but again, there's some story that you could establish there, and it's not me adding to the story. It's things that you're showing me that you put into existence that should have happened, and not
Hmm.
just me just creating something. No, fucking Naomi is petty. You should have had her come out with a little cart and fucking fuck her up.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
still mad that she has not come out with that damn thing.
I think she doesn't want to fall off the ramp because she had it on the pre-show.
Yeah, that's understandable. Remember the bicycle that New Day had? It's crazy.
True.
That was a big ass ramp though, like the biggest ramp. Anyway, next match. We go into the celebrity match, which
I did not watch. So I skipped this. Sorry.
Drew McIntyre, Logan Paul, Jelly Roll, and Randy Orton. Drew and Logan Paul win. Um, match was way too long for my attention span. They had some cool spots. It had like that this dude fucking falling on Jelly Roll on the table, which was pretty fucking hilarious. The visual of it, but beyond that, like I really don't care, and I really didn't care for this. Like I had no desire to be like really into this match. So I was just hoping for more Drew and Randy being like taking over the match than anything. But it was what it was. I would have taken a Drew McIntyre versus Randy Orton more than anything. Um, I give the match a two. Like I just didn't care for it to be honest. I wasn't invested in it. There you go. And the main event, CM Punk versus Gunther, and he wins the world title.
I think it was the match of the night.
It
I
was.
think it was. I think it was great. Uh, I say it was. The cash in was predictable, not because they made it predictable, just because everybody would not shut the fuck up about Seth not being hurt for real. Just like,
Yeah.
just shut up and let it be. God, everybody. I mean, people, non-fans were talking about it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because they're trying to get it, wrestling is more mainstream than it was. It's just
Yeah.
all different. You just saw Seth was on that other show, was on a sports show, and they're
Yeah.
talking about it. So it's just like, God, Jesus Christ. It's like you trying to pretend he's hurt, but him being on these high profile shows is like, well, it's still in my mind that he might
Yeah.
show up because he won't just go away. You know what I'm saying?
I agree with that. Like they didn't just have him disappear. Like he was still doing his appearances and shit like that. But selling their like he's selling it with crutches and stuff. But then you
Yeah.
see him like racing his daughter.
Well,
The shit. So I was like,
well,
I don't think you're that hurt to be racing her right now.
well.
But the
It's score wise, I think I'll go 4 or 5 because I think the match earned it. Like they went hard. You know, credit to CM Punk. I think he put on a very believable show versus Gunther. You know what I mean?
yeah.
A lot of people when you fight Gunther, it's like I feel you have to go as hard as you can and give on a credible performance, and it can't just be something where it's like, well, this is a story. He's supposed to lose. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's that was a very hard fought match. So score wise, I gave it 4 or 5.
Yeah, I'll go 4 or 5 as well. I think the match was extremely solid. I think the technician, everything that was there was there. I think they have great chemistry and they really told the story. I really dug his Fantastic Four get up. Um, I love the fact that they had the general fucking being the advertisement for the match.
I think that is fun.
That shit was yeah, it just made me laugh. Um, I if I was Punk, one thing I'll say that they failed on execution is the fact they took so long after he won.
Hmm.
Two, if I was Punk, I'm kicking that referee in the head. I'm kicking him right in the head, and then I see Jennifer Carr running in. I would throw the belt at her. Fucking up every ref I see, and I'm running. One thing that bothered me and that I think should have done, the fact that Punk had a chance to run or get the fuck out. You watching Seth Rollins do his whole little dance and the fake out and shit, and no one was surrounding you.
That's true.
If Braun and Bronson was there surrounding him, it made perfect sense. But the fact that no one was there, I would have kicked that referee and ran. Somehow, somewhere, I'm gonna fucking warn the referees. I would have threw the belt at the other because I still won it, so they gotta give it back to me. I'll pay a fine and whatever the fuck I have to do afterwards. But I still be champ
Hmm.
to Raw, to Monday Night Raw. But yeah, I felt like I feel like they failed the execution of having him have a group, as in you would think that they would surround the ring when it was done and
True.
fucking destroy
True.
him, and then him, even with the fucking crunches, come all the way into the ring, and that's where he cashes in and then takes the fucking thing off.
Hmm.
I feel like that would have been a better visual of it than what they did, just because again he had a chance to get the fuck out and he just didn't.
Yeah.
So that's Punk's fault. In the end of the day, again, I would have kicked that ref. I would have threw the belt at the other one, and I would have got the fuck out. That's all you had to do. Anyway, the match itself 4.5. Night one, I'm gonna go a 3-5.
I guess I would have to go with like three. Yeah, 3-5 as well.
So we go to night two. Why is it not giving my facial? Oh yeah. Night two, we got. Wait, where's the damn thing? Let me go to it real fast. My bit. Results. Alright. Night two. This match was just full of like DQ matches. No DQ matches. Um, First matchup is the women's world championship match: Naomi versus Rhea Ripley versus Io Sky, triple threat match.
For me, 4 or 5. I think it was great. I think it was damn near perfect. I think it lived up to even the hype of the Evolution match, and they went crazy.
Yeah,
And Naomi had a cool ass intro.
yeah. Her pappy.
Hmm.
I go 4.75. I think it was one of the higher points of SummerSlam. I thought it was one of the best matches on SummerSlam. They killed it, and adding Naomi in it just made added extra factor. The way they ended, it seems like something Naomi will fucking do, and will sneak that fucking pin and take Rhea out. Rhea is never had a win in SummerSlam, so she's
Broken heart emoji.
yep, yep. Next match, WWE Tag Team Championship match, the White Six, 6-pack TLC match versus Fratium versus DIY versus Street Profits versus Phoenix and Andrade versus I'm missing a team. Am I missing a team?
Did you say machine guns?
And the Machine Guns. Motor
Okay.
City Machine Guns.
Uh, I thought it was a great match. I don't think it quite lived up to the heights of that SmackDown match. I still think that's one of the best matches of the year. So personally, I think this one was very, very good. But I did see the latter match that I thought was better. Um, it's hard. I want to say 4 or 5, yeah, score wise. But I just think the other one's better. I'll just leave it at that. I'll say it score wise. This one was still really good. Still high quality. Uh, these guys are crazy.
Yep.
Good thing Champa moved because Dawkins is a heavy ass dude.
Yeah.
Poor Candace. I hope she's okay.
Yep. Yep.
And good to see Uncle Howdy get involved. So,
There you go. And Nikki Cross. Sad
and
to see her
yeah,
get involved.
and yeah,
I
it's
wanted to
true.
bite people. She didn't bite people. I was a little disappointed with that. I'm 4-5 with this. I think the SmackDown one was just better. I think SmackDown one was just like we gotta show something right now because if not, we were pissed that we were on WrestleMania. But this was a very great showcase. Um, what do you think of Fexium's new entrance?
Uh, it didn't leave an impression, so whatever.
Yeah, good match. A lot of crazy spots. That Spanish Fly on Dawkins going to the other another table spot and another table spot. Like they delivered it, and it was a fun match. Um, the White Six retain.
Yep.
Women's Intercontinental Championship match: Becky Lynch versus Lyle Valkyrie. No DQ, no countout, last chance match.
Uh, I think Becky had it, man. I would say shout out to Becky's new song. I think it's all right.
Yeah, it's
Not
not
bad.
Def Rebel, so everyone try to blame it, and it's not them. It's actually a full band that did the song. I actually like it. I don't think
I
it's bad.
appreciate it. She got. I think they fit Becky.
Yeah,
So um I I would say I have to blame like Lyra for her own losing. If she would have hit her with the crowbar when she had the chick,
yeah,
this wouldn't have been a problem. So that's just what this is. She it was her own downfall. I think it was a solid match. I'll say 4.25. I don't think it reached like better than that. I actually think the the matches before this that they had this entire series were better than this.
mm,
I think it's just a for me it's just a circumstance of them having to be safe but use weapons. You know what I mean?
yeah,
Because again, this is one of those matches that could be considered a blood feud,
yeah,
and there ain't nobody bleeding. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
they can't go that far.
You got the
She zip
waltz.
tied the girl.
Yeah,
She zip tied the girl. I'm just saying, in a different world, Lyra would have been wailed on with a chair, and
yeah.
she'd have been a mess. You know what I'm saying? Like
She does have the
it's just tied.
welts. Yeah, she had welts on her fucking chest and stomach and
Yeah,
all
I
that
get that.
shit.
But I'm talking about she should have had a crimson mask
Yeah,
and came out of it like a zombie.
but
I'm
I,
just saying, there's the times and place for certain things.
I go for. I go for with this.
And then the Bailey thing, the Bailey thing felt a little forced.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, for me, it felt a little forced.
you know what would have thought it would have been dope if they would have did like a two man power trip, but with Becky and Bailey,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
have them team up and have them like fucking take over the division because them two are the two like four. Cause even she kind of hinted too. Oh, we're the four women. She put the four up and shit. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it's just I don't. No, I agree. I agree. There could be something there.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe one day there'll be more story.
yeah,
But I'm just saying, it just felt really forced that that was the end of the match.
yeah. I agree. Four. I stay with the four. Like again, I feel the force gave me a little points off, but they were physical. It was fun. United States Championship match: Solo Sakura versus Jacob Fatu.
I mean, again, this is another one I think could have been a blood feud, should have been a blood feud. It is just they put these guys in these situations where it's like, man, all this stuff you did to me, I should kill you in this ring.
Yeah,
And it's just, a standard beatdown in the cage. So again, it's not bad. There were a lot of highlights and stuff. Jacob flipping off that cage was incredible.
yeah,
I mean, if if I was tongue low, I'd have moved because he ate that whole thing.
yep.
He's dead. He is roadkill. But yeah, I'm not gonna go higher than a 3.75.
Yeah, I stick with 375. We kind of knew what was gonna happen with the crew. I would have, so this is where something you could have had something really pop. Have Roman and Jay come in and help Jacob,
Oh,
or at least
Jimmy.
Jay.
No, Jimmy. He
Jimmy
had a
did.
guy.
Jimmy did, and then he got beat up. So
Oh,
like he needed a backup. You had four against
all
one.
right. Yeah.
So I would at least Jay. That's about it. Yeah, I'm at 375 as well. Intercontinental Championship match: Dominic Mysterio versus AJ Styles. I actually really like this match.
It was a good match. Solid match. I like the intro, the nod to Eddie. I like the gear. Shout outs to Uncle AJ. Um, no, it was just a solid ass match. I can't
Yeah,
be mad at it. Do I think AJ should have won? Kinda, kinda. Um, the one problem I do have is the lack of Judgment Day.
yeah,
Like, I guess we're telling the story in a world where a boot is enough to take down AJ Styles, and that kind of bothers me.
yeah. I would have I thought something that they were gonna do just because he slipped the boot off. I thought he was gonna do that small package that he did to Brock Lesnar.
Oh, okay.
Oh no,
No,
Kurt Angle. My bad, Kurt
Kurt
Angle.
Angle, yeah.
I thought he was gonna do that, and that's how he was gonna get the win. He was like, he's gonna cheese pop that off and then do the small package, but then he hit him with it. Yeah, lack of Judgment Day, but I was fine with it too because this kind of really showcased Dominic as being a singles competitor as well, and to fight AJ Styles and keep up with him, that was fucking fantastic. Um, I didn't see him losing though. The reason why is because that whole AAA thing.
It didn't bother me because AJ was having a moment.
Yeah.
The whole TNA acknowledgement, the whole him just being like more used.
Yeah.
It didn't have me second guessing and everything like that. It's just I'm kind of not happy with that. If that's all it takes to beat AJ Styles, that's
Yeah.
AJ's man. Come on,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah. I get you.
There's certain people and certain things. Like I understand Dom is on the rise, and that's why I feel he should have really cheated. It should have been something else. Unless you gonna tell me that boot was loaded,
Yeah.
okay. But
He popped out fucking
let's
horseshoes.
yeah. No. I mean, even listen, even they have a Grande Americano. He's got a loaded headbutt. Like
Yeah.
it's not just a headbutt. It's not just a dirty move. So that bugs me.
Yeah.
It's like that's AJ Styles. That's not regular dude number three. That's not NXT man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's AJ Styles. So that bugs me. So I'll give it a 4.25. I won't go higher than that.
I go 4-5. It was a solid, and it was solid without any like hardcore elements and shit like that because we have all the gimmick matches right before it.
Mm-hmm.
And then our main event is Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the undisputed WWE Championship in a street fight. Went right back to another gimmick match. Um, Cody Rhodes wins.
I don't know how I feel about it. I don't think I like it. Just abandoned ship. Literally what this was, abandoned ship. That's not working and the way we plan. Instead of trying to find a way to make it work, abandoned ship. So the whole storyline with what happened in WrestleMania, don't worry about that.
Yeah.
The whole reason he was walking around with the belt backwards, don't worry about that. The whole reason he came out with the black intro in the beginning, don't worry about that. Nah. So that's already got me taking points off. So
Yeah.
this can't reach anything higher than a 4 or 5 in my book. So, but I do think it was a good street fight. I think it was a good match. I think they went in there, they tore it down. John Cena put in work. They did cool spots like coming up from the entrance way. Poor Cody got thrown down there.
Yeah.
That body flew. That's all I'm saying. And they were it was it was a superhero match. They went in there with the super stocked, super AAs, STFs, all that stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know how many crossroads Cody did in that match.
Like 6.
So so they were superheroes in there, and I give them credit for that. But there's too many things that led up to this, and that they just abandoned. That was just like, man, y'all don't know what y'all doing. So I can't in good conscience give it a 4.5. I'm going 4.25. And then Bork Laser.
Brock Lesnar.
Bork Laser does nothing for me.
No.
Bork Laser. I don't hate him. I don't love him. Does nothing for me.
Um,
And now again, the number one thing that has me mad about this match, you did all this, brought John Cena back, and made it a sticking point. I'm retiring with the belt, and he loses it in the middle of the year because the internet guys start booing. Again, I feel like the whole change to this match was because of this newfound, I don't know what it is, idea that they can listen to these man babies on the internet.
yeah,
So, I, tell the story, man. Just tell the story.
yeah. I felt a little. I felt a little like defeated with the storyline because honestly, like you had the crowd, and not once like they were booing at points with Cody Rhodes. They were cheering John Cena. There should have been a turning point where you just have Cody get revenge and kick him in the balls. You had
Yeah,
the spot. You had the look. You could have easily done that without having. Honestly, I don't give a fuck if Lesnar came back or not. I really don't. And the done against him and whatever. I just again, I'm tired of those characters. So like, there's a lot of people that you have in your pool that you could be doing something with, and he doesn't do it. Like I even got mad because I was like, yo, right? I see all you guys are like the pettiness of every single person here. Why LA Knight didn't come out and fucking hit Seth Rollins?
true.
Like, there's a lot of things that you have told me that these guys are fucking petty and they're gonna fuck their shit up. I would have popped if the LA Knight fucking cost fucking Seth Rollins the money in the bank and shit, you know? And it would
Yeah.
have brought more story into that. You're telling me these stories, but you're not executing on these stories, and that's kind of really what's the downfall of me enjoying this match. Because for the match itself was solid. It was way better than a WrestleMania match,
Hmm.
and they were able to take it everywhere and things like that. But it was just a very fun John Cena Cody Rhodes match, and they did a lot of stuff, and they did some really cool spots with him going up the elevator of his entrance and shit like that. Those shit like that was pretty cool, but just not having a very anticlimactic ending to what we're building for the whole year of his heel turn and things like that, and all of a sudden just changes off the back. Like, oh, okay, I love the fans again. Is it kind of like just like like you guys could have executed a lot better. And again, that ending was just anticlimactic for me. Like I was like, all right, so Cody's still babyface then. All right, whatever.
Yeah, it just wasn't enough.
Yeah.
Like it feels like they abandoned ship.
Yeah, because I didn't
Because
care
yeah,
if Rocket came back or not. I really didn't. I'm tired of him being involved because it fucked things up. So I really didn't care for The Rock being like that. But end that story. Like if you would have ended it with him just hitting him in the nuts and fucking taking the match, then I would have been more. Yeah, that was fucking revenge. I would still been sided with Cody just because that's revenge because he did this shit to me. But and anyway, yeah, I'm just disappointed with it. Yeah, anything else? Just say.
no, that's it. And, I mean, well, we shall see where they go.
Yeah.
They hit
Okay.
the they hit the they hit the uh, was it break
Yeah.
Bork in case of I call it the Bork in case of emergency button.
Yeah.
That's when you call Bork laser.
And they're
So
already saying that he's gonna fight him at Clash.
who?
Cena.
Why would he fight Cena when Cena doesn't have the championship?
Well, that's the what's happening.
But you understand. You
Yeah,
see how this
yeah,
is falling apart, right?
yeah.
But right in front of us, there's no reason for the prize fighter, Bork Laser, to fight a man for no reason. The last time those two guys had a thing, it was years ago. Like he's got more beef with Cody. Remember, they had a series where Cody beat him.
Yeah.
Why is he not interested in taking Cody's title?
I have. I don't
It
understand.
doesn't make any sense. It's like the ending was made for John Cena to still have the title. You understand how it looks?
Yeah.
Like it's like they called the audible because of the man babies. That's all. I'm gonna keep saying that.
Yeah. Yeah.
The man babies and like the little again because wrestling has gotten back to to its mainstream appeal. And there's articles and stuff like, did the John Cena thing fail? Blah blah blah. And I'm like, I'm literally watching in real time the WWE fold because of the pressure of the mainstream.
Yeah.
In my mind,
Yeah.
it should be the opposite way. It should be them pushing the envelope and forcing the mainstream to take notice instead of the mainstream being like, huh, this thing didn't work out the best. I don't know if I like it. Did it fail? And now everybody's asking that question.
Yeah.
And they're just like, oh my God, everybody's turning on this. Hit the button. Hit the Bork laser button.
Yeah.
Pause on the title. Screw it. Give it back to Cody. I was just like, this is not what I wanted at all.
Yeah.
So I'm on my way to not giving a damn about this whole thing. That whole
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah. It's crazy. Um, did you check out the Unreal shit? You said you didn't
No,
want to watch it.
I have no interest in that.
All right. I watched it, and to be honest with you, it's not something that we have not seen. Like if you watch any of the 24s or the 365s that they do documentary stuff on WWE, you kind of see that. The one thing I took out of it is that I like seeing how the producers are really involved in the match. Like you saw Abyss being very involved with the main event of Netflix's Seth Rollins versus CM Punk,
Okay.
and you saw how involved he got into that match. You see them kind of talking about the match, but not really like spreading the ideas. But they're not showing you everything. They're showing like the key moments that they like spreading the ideas. They kind of go into the whole Travis Scott thing and things like that, but they didn't go detail. And again, those are things I don't care about. Like I don't care about the celebrities unless you prove something to me. Like you know what, I give credit. Bad Bunny actually entertained the shit out of me, so I give him credit, and he always gonna get something like that. Logan Paul still don't give a fuck about him, but he does what he does. He is a regular wrestler right now, as in anything
Hmm.
else. So you can't really beyond that. But it gives you a different take on certain things, but it didn't show like everything. It showed you what they wanted you to show. I'll say it's like the I'll say it's very similar to like the Vince McMahon storyline, the Vince McMahon documentary. It told you what they wanted to tell you, and what you already know. If you're a wrestling fan, you already know all these things, and they just go into a slightly more detail. And that's exactly what this was. They go into a slightly more detail, but it shows you what they want to show you. But if you watch any of the documentaries of the 24, the 365, or any of their old DVD documentaries and stuff, they kind of show the same stuff.
Okay.
So it
I
wasn't
got.
bad. It was interesting, but it wasn't bad. Um, but again, like I'm gonna like again, I'm gonna watch more. I'm gonna hopefully tell them me a story and tell me why you did these things and things like that. Um, but am I happy with SummerSlam? No. And it's not even because I predicted something and shit like that. It's the fact that you've been telling me these stories for a while, and nothing hit from what your storyline points. I feel like this was probably the was like most of it did not hit. The only one I feel like hit was like Naomi's.
Yeah.
It worked her character. Dominic, it worked his character and actually showcased that he could be an IC champion that could actually win without anyone else. So it showed that, and to actually fight AJ Styles and get a win off of him, that's a big thing for Dominic. Um, Beyond that, like the tag matches, yes, they showcased that like that's something like that. But again, the big ones, Cody and Cena, didn't do nothing to. It didn't do nothing to me like, oh my god, I gotta watch Monday Night Raw. Now I'm gonna watch Monday Night Raw because I just watch it because we do a podcast. But it's more
I'm,
like, and do I look? Am I looking forward to Monday Night Raw? Not really.
Now I'm gonna watch Monday Night Raw, and hopefully I see them tell Karrion Kross to pack his bags and leave because he's ineffective as a character.
Yeah,
That's what they've told me.
yeah,
That one day he should be getting fired and losing his job because you talk a lot of shit, guy, but you suck in the
yeah,
ring because Sammy just mollywops you 2-1. Just saying.
yeah.
Just saying. You were trying to get this guy, and you and your wife. What happened to you guys? You
Oh,
you used to be such threats.
and what happened to you hitting him with the pipe in the ribs?
Like, why does Cross even want to win the match in the first place? He should have just got DQ'd at the end.
Yeah,
Just said, screw it, it's not working. I'm gonna do something illegal. Like,
yeah,
again. boo boo. Like
Yeah.
this guy, he literally comes off as a junior high school bully. It's like, I just punch him in the face.
Yeah.
You
Pretty
know,
much.
that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
But yeah.
Disappointed. Disappointed.
Yeah. It left a bad taste in my mouth, and even like again Gunther CM Punk, they killed it. They killed it. I was happy with CM Punk winning the title. Did I had a big feeling Seth Rollins was gonna cash in? Yes, everyone did.
Yes.
How he
And
did
that's
it
different.
annoyed me because
And that's
again
different. Yeah.
I found loopholes that could have helped Punk because again you didn't have your group surround him. You hadn't your group did nothing to try to get him down or anything like that. It was you coming out, him having so much time to get the fuck out the ring, watching you come out with the crutches, then come back, then go forth. All that time, your ass could have been in the crowd.
Yeah, Punk could have just jumped in the crowd like when he won the belt before.
Exactly. Like that just annoyed the shit out of me. That's the thing that annoyed the shit out of me. I was like, and then I was like, yo, I would have kicked that referee. The other one, I would have threw the belt at her and fucking ran. That's it. She would have got hit in the head with the belt. I would have took the fine. But I'll be champion on one day. But um, yeah. So we'll be back. Kind of back into our regular thing. We'll get our rushing retrospect and all that stuff back on track for the next cast. And yeah, this is our SummerSlam review. Hopefully you enjoy
Do better.
it.
Do better next time.
Yeah,
Do better.
yeah,
Stop abandoning your stories to make the internet happy.
yeah.
That's all I gotta say.
Also, yo, I did not like the set.
I Here's my problem with what happened. They didn't use it. Now, if- mind mind you, that was one of the bigger spaces with a
Yeah,
giant ramp, and about three people had special intros.
yeah,
That's it. So they framed it like it was gonna be this huge pageantry
yeah,
and gigantic, people coming out and the gigantic stuff, and maybe somebody has like a whole entourage, and maybe Cardi B would sing somebody to the ring or rap somebody to the ring or something. They didn't use that stuff at all
shit.
for
She was
except for
only
like
there
three people.
Saturday. Yeah,
I thought she was funny,
yeah,
mind you. Like I'm not the biggest Cardi B fan. Like I'm not a hater or anything, but I thought she was funny wilding out because it was like in character with who she is,
yeah,
and it was like, oh, like damn, this is a once in a lifetime thing. She was going nuts.
yeah,
So it made me laugh, but like they didn't use her.
yeah,
Anybody, you know what I mean? They kind of wasted that set.
yeah. I agree. And then yeah, like I didn't like the middles of the sets. Like I like the full screen. I think they didn't showcase it from far enough that you see the full screen. You always saw that metal shit in the middle, and that shit annoyed the
Mm-hmm.
shit out of me. Cause I think it was layered as well. Like it went up.
Yeah.
But anyway, we'll wrap this up. This is the Russian Babble podcast. Thank you for listening. I'm Rick the Mike. That's Louis Beans. Follow us on social medias. We have Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitch, TikTok, all Rick the Mike. Also, Red Cyclo Inc.
Yes, sir. Make sure you follow us anywhere. Red Cyclone Inc. That's Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and we got a WordPress. Check it out.
Check out his Shinobi video too.
Do it.
YouTube. Peace out, laters, and always